It's Oh My God Tarot, and this is your Someone's Reaching Out Tarot card reading. Let's see who's reaching out with the astrology reading cards, then we'll get into a tarot spread. And if you'd like your own personal reading, check out the description. There's a link to my website. And here we go. Canceriano. Okay. Cancer, this person's giving a sensitive vibe, obviously. The energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. So, strong bonds, strong emotional bonds with this person reaching out. Connected to family, could be a mother, someone connected to family, someone close. Then we have Scorpio energy, more water. And this energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. So cute, real cute. This person is looking real intuitive right now. And your third sign is Aries. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading, impulsive action is likely. So this person is coming in with some level of aggression, some level of intensity, whether there's conflict or whether they're rooting for you, they're fighting for you. They have a driving force, driving spirit for you. We're looking at a lot of Mars energy here, just because Scorpio and Aries are ruled by this planet. And Mars, of course, is a planet that just gives a lot of energy, a lot of hot energy, chaotic energy. Conflict usually comes from some of this aggression. This could also be responsible for lust, sexual tension, passion. But, you know, Scorpio also has that intensity to it. So it could be really a touchy and sensitive person, a sensitive interaction. But it feels like it's almost explosive. Feels like it's very dramatic just because of all this water, and then Aries giving us that impulsive and spontaneous energy as well. So it just feels like somebody who might be like triggered, and then they feel like loyalty is the name of the game. There might be some challenge there and aggression there, but let's not guess. Let's have a look at the Tattoo Tarot and see why this person's reaching out, why this energy is reaching out to you, because it's very sensitive. And Cancer has very moody energy, so it could be happy one minute, upset the next. And if you get upset, it's gonna run deep, because Scorpio, it makes it take it to a whole nother level. It makes things feel like you're trying to hurt me in a deep and profound way. And then the impulsive reaction can lead to some like fighting, conflict. So let's have a look here. First card is, the Emperor. The Emperor is associated with Aries. Aries and Mars, more heated energy. But I feel like with this person reaching out, it's them taking the lead, them taking the initiative. Some of you will feel like this is a spontaneous reach out, just because there's all this Aries energy and they're very like all of a sudden-ish. You know, all of a sudden they initiate stuff. I'm not saying they finish. I'm not saying they have a plan for how things are going to go, but they start something. They get something started. This is leadership energy. So I feel like this person reaching out will be the one to initiate the contact, that they will have something, they're going to take an action. And I don't think it's just talking. It feels like they do something to initiate contact, like show up or something, or, you know, drain your bank account. We have the Three of Wands. We see this person venturing out and getting curious about something that they maybe should not be curious about. The Three usually speaks to a third-party situation. Someone else is involved. The reversal of the card makes me feel like things aren't up front and straight up. There's a little bit of a blurry vision, as we'll call it. So maybe this person is caught in a situation with someone else and they're curious and reaching out, and maybe they shouldn't be, or maybe they're taking an action under the guise of another intention, if you know what I mean. But either way, there's fiery energy, so there might be a level of lust involved. This person may be acting out of spontaneity and curiosity, but most importantly, there's a desire for thrill, a need for thrill. And this person has free will, so they're out here trying to make a choice. But again, they're very sensitive. They're very much aware that this could change the course of their life, or the direction that their lifestyle seems to be heading in. And they're caught up with a choice, a decision. So I feel like some of you are coming off, you're giving a little bit of this temptation energy, but this temptation energy on the flip side can breed a lot of conflict, which is somewhat in the cards here. And there's potential for that for sure. And then we've got the Magician. So this person might be manifesting, creating a mess that they may not want to deal with, but that might be in the long run that they don't want to deal with it. They're trying to kind of play their cards right, maybe fall into a situation, maybe some level of manipulation with, you know, letting maybe you initiate things, or guiding you into initiating things, or omitting information so that, you know, you don't know everything, and you'll agree to certain things and they get what they want. But the Magician is about manifestation. It's about creating a reality that with your intentions, and the Magician here is in reverse, so I feel like this person's intentionally creating something, but like in a sinister way, or without you knowing everything. Deception a little bit of, like, you know, and it might breed conflict if they're with someone else, and it's just like, be straight up, be honest, because like you're getting reversals here. So I know that you know that subconsciously something ain't right, and that's why you have to go to the shady route. So don't do that. Don't do that. The Magician rules communication, so watch out for them tricky words, them emotional words of sincerity that may be a performance, or may be just said because of passion and not necessarily the most sincere, just in the heat of the moment, or, you know what I mean? Like, don't, like, if things are being left unsaid, they may be left unsaid for a reason, is what you should consider. The Two of Wands in reverse, you know, this person, again, 2 and 3 of Wands is like giving me all this curiosity about what could be, what lies beyond what could the future be if I take this path, if I change the course of the direction that I'm going. So some of you will find that this person is making a choice, and they're making a choice that is not popular, a choice that maybe they're gonna have to lean into because, you know, you made your bed and you're gonna have to lay in it. This person is going based on passion as well. There's a lot of wands in this reading. There's a lot of fire, and we already know that that represents some sexual tension, some lust, some aggression, and potential for conflict again. And I think that conflict comes from the way that they make their decisions. There's like an overlapsation of intention, like, oh, I like you, but I love you, but I'm just having fun with you, but I'm, you know, and it's never really clear to anyone because this person is playing to win for themselves, and they're caught up with their choices because at some point they get stuck in their feelings, and their feelings makes them very sensitive and very moody, but also it makes them feel like they want loyalty and they want respect, they don't want to feel betrayal. So it's like an oxymoron type thing. It's like you're being a little deceptive, but you expect loyalty, commitment, you expect me to be hung up on you and all that stuff and be excited about you. That's what they want. And this person, you know, they're good at communication. They're good at getting what they want. And if if you're slipping away or you're slipping up, this person will be able to reel you back in, because with that Scorpio energy, they love that chase. Aries energy, they love that chase. So it feels like this person, it's like they're constructing the situation with you, and they're trying to, you know, have you play your position. But I think there's just a lot of lust here, and with that there comes decisions made from their feelings. Now, I don't want to say that this person's like a straight up liar or straight up deceiver, straight up user or whatever. I just feel like they'll get away with what goes left unsaid, and they can't really be held accountable for that, right? So that's why we have to have conversations and not hope for things, and not should've, could've, would've, and give people benefits beyond what they deserve. You know, we always have to be doing what we want to do for ourselves until there are some official labels in place, because people will take advantage. And I think that this person technically would not be wrong, but I feel like it could breed a lot of confusion, chaos, and conflict, just because, again, Scorpio, Aries, that's a lot of Mars energy, and Cancer can feel like Mars energy because of that moodiness, that I'm really furious one minute, and it's like an emotionally unstable person and dealing with a bunch of conflict. So it's like things can change very quickly. So with this person, I think that they're reaching out, but they may be reaching out with like curiosity, wanting to test the waters, wanting to see what's going on. Might be a little overlapsation situation with as far as their dynamics with other people. They may not be straight up and honest about that, but they're making a choice. They're choosing to communicate in a certain sort of way, test the water, see what's going on, see what potential is of certain things, and potentially change the course of what it is they're hoping for in relationships or romantic dynamics. So that's what you're in for. That's what this person's reaching out with. Some of you may not be interested in the, hey, you want to have some fun? I don't know where this will lead. Some of you guys won't care for it. But at least there's one thing here, is that this person's initiating that action for that attraction that they feel for you. So they're very attracted to you. It is what it is. And yeah, that's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There's a link to my website and my Etsy shop. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.